Best family, I'm back again with another topic. Alright guys, this time is going to be a bit of educational topic guys. So, you know, here's my thought on uh, Sub-Saharan Africa. So, where's my Sub-Saharan Africa team? Right, okay. So, I've seen, I made, back, days back, I made a videos about Africa, North Africa, and there's a lot of comment basically on my video and stuff like that, and people talking about Sub-Saharan Africa and stuff like that. Here's your logic, yeah. If somebody's saying that Sub-Saharan Africa, anyone that says Sub-Saharan Africa, basically, straight away, he's miseducated, or racist, or follows the eugenics. So try to separate people according to what Sub-Saharan Africa, because they taught him that way agenda, but so they made him to believe that there is no people that is actually of a black colour like me from North Africa. Do you understand? Or somebody's actually perceived to be eugenics. Do you understand? So the logic of Sub-Saharan Africa is only being perpetuated by the racists, perpetuated by the separatists, perpetuated by people that was actually, they don't want to see diversity. A lot of people that don't want to accept the diversity in North Africa, so that's why they say Sub-Saharan Africa, or the people from Sub-Saharan Africa. Alright, like I'll tell you this, Sub-Saharan Africa, your logic is really lack, you know, understanding, and there's a bit of obscurity on that kind of logic, because a lot of people say Sub-Saharan Africa, when they talk about Sub-Saharan Africa, they only talk about countries such as Egypt, Libya, Algeria, Morocco, Tunisia, and then they say the rest of those are Sub-Saharan Africa, or sometimes include Sudan in the thing. But if you look at the Sahara, right, Sahara does not determine people's genetics. Do you understand? The Sahara does not even separate people from where you live, because if you're talking about desert and hot weather and everything like that, most of the hot weathers and stuff like that, you know, probably melanated people live in the hot weather. I'm not saying that, but melanated people, that's what nature said, right? If you're a melanated person, you live in hot weather. Yeah, I'm not saying you can't live in hot weather, but mostly. But the logic of Sub-Saharan Africa, it comes to my mind most of the time when people talk about this logic. They'll say, oh, oh, Sub-Saharan Africa, you know, they trying to divide it genetically. You can't divide it genetically, right? Africa is fully connected continent. It's only Africa's been disconnected. Why? Because of war and, migration and racism. When people migrate and colonization happens in Africa and stuff like that, then there's a disconnection between the people that colonized the area and the people that are one people. I'm not trying to put this, I didn't say this by the way guys, it's clearly evidence. You see it there, do you know what I mean, by the treatment of indigenous black North African. Do you know what I mean? When we look at indigenous black North African in North Africa and the way they're being treated from the people that were outsiders but they came and settled. Do you understand? So the settlers on those areas, they start treating those people, and there's the nationalization or naturalization of the people that came from outside. It happens rapidly because of the policy that has been pursued by different government. Do you understand? So when I make videos about North Africa, I made video about Morocco and the rest of North African, and I'm going to follow that as well. So a lot of people don't understand the geography, because if you go to Libya, for example, the Fuzan area, it was a black empire before the Italian came in, and then the Fuzan area has been colonized, and after, a lot of people that has been dispersed. So most of the indigenous black North African today, some of them, they actually, meander around North Africa. They've got no homeland. For example, the meander from Libya, Tunisia, Sudan, Egypt, and all of those areas, Mauritania and so forth. They just go around. You know what I mean? They've got no base, because none of the people that were colonized and invaded the area, they wanted to accept them as to be, because of the racism, and they think they are superior. Do you know what I mean? Because of the policies and education system that has been given to the people that are in control of power. Do you understand? So when people say to me, oh, Sub-Saharan Africa, is there really such a thing as sub-Saharan Africa? No, it isn't. You know, in your mind, yeah, in your, philosophy, racist philosophy that has been perpetuated, yes, people say that sub-Saharan Africa because they want to divide themselves, because they want to say, oh, I am from Europe. Do you know what I'm saying? Or they say, oh, I am from Asia. That's why, no, we're not from sub-Saharan Africa. Do you know what I mean? But if you go in sub-Saharan Africa, so what would you call the people that from sub-Saharan Africa? There were literally a lot of white people, and you know what I'm saying, indigenous to sub-Saharan Africa. Yes, they're indigenous to sub-Saharan Africa by what? By, by intermarrying and all that kind of situation. But at the same time, yeah, nobody's tried to claim that, say there is no people living it. Human being migrate all over the planet. Do you know what I mean? When someone say sub-Saharan Africa, there's no such thing as sub-Saharan Africa. You've got to know there's one of the three. That person either is miseducated or, eugenically, yeah, racist. There's a racist philosophers, so they try to perpetuate that kind of thing or hatred, so to leave people, and that's why, and this is evidence of the treatment that most of the black indigenous North African have been treated in North Africa. Do you know what I mean? They're being treated less than people, and that's exactly, it's evidence in Mauritania, evidence in North Africa, Libya, and so forth, a lot of places. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, like, there's many tribes that, like the Tobo, Tobo, the Tuareg, the Masalit, all of those people are from North Africa. Do you understand? They are from North Africa. Do you understand that logic? And those people evidently have been treated worse than any other person in the planet. Do you know what I mean? Like, take for example, if you look at the Tobo, at the time of Omar Mokhtar, because you have those people, they've been side by side on Kofra, the Fuzan area, Zawara, all that in Libya. Do you know what I'm saying? Those people are indigenous to that area, literally. It's not even, it's a fact, because black people know their history more than anybody else. But you don't write it in the book, because when you're colonizing an area, you try to whitewash it. Do you understand? And that's what people do. Is there such thing as sub-Saharan Africa? No. Look at the map. Do you know what I'm saying? The Sahara, most likely people live in the Sahara for a purpose. Do you know what I mean? Because you have to understand, if you don't understand melanin, yeah, you won't understand the Sahara. Yeah. I can literally live in the Sahara more than anybody else, because I'm a melanated person. I can live where the areas. Yes, where it's cold places, you can live in a cold place too, but it's just not as much as, because it's natural habitat. It's just natural for somebody who's melanated to live in the Sahara or to live in any other place. Do you know what I mean? You get me? So it is not a racism, guys. I'm trying to, it's all about love, yeah, family. Understand that there is no such thing as sub-Saharan Africa. Boom, boom, yeah. Where's the sub-Saharan African team? With that being said as well, doesn't mean that you're not proud to be within sub-Saharan Africa or anything like that. Yes. Do you get what I'm saying? I personally, my family came from North Africa. Do you know what I mean? But I would also say to people that, do you know what I mean, in sub-Saharan Africa, that because there's no such thing as sub-Saharan Africa, we're all family. We're all family. If those people in North Africa say that they're sub-Saharan Africa, they probably miseducated or racist. Do you understand? Alright, family, bless family, stay blessed, family. I hope you understand there is no such things as sub-Saharan Africa. You get it? Understand geography, please. Alright, bless family, stay blessed. Bye.